literally, this is my last time recording this voiceover. Okay guys, so today I'm furnishing this country themed house for you. And before I begin commentating on the house, I just want to say that I will be doing Sims 4 videos as soon as the Sims 4 comes out on my Mac. Because the PC Sims 4, I cannot record it without the game seeming laggy through the recording, you know what I mean? So it's really annoying, but when the Sims 4 comes out for Mac, I will be sure to do Sims 4 videos. But anyways, this house is off the Sims resource. I think I said that, but yeah, so you guys can check it out. If I remember to leave a link, then good for me, but if not, then it's just in the Sims resource. I'm sure you can find it. Anyways, we're starting in the living room here, and we are looking for a nice coffee table. So first I start with that coffee table, but I end up changing it, which you'll see later. But I was just deciding on the pattern that I wanted for the sofa, and I really like the pattern that I came up with. I was deciding whether I wanted a TV or not, because the idea for this was kind of like old-fashioned, but in the end I decided that I did want a TV because, I mean, it is the 21st century. I think that they would have a TV in their house, even if it is kind of an old-fashioned house. And I was looking for a fireplace, but I couldn't find one, which was super weird, so I ended up just going with this shelf. I was looking for some decor items, so I ended up going with these pillows, and I recolored them to this basic color, and I thought it looked pretty nice. And I also added in this floral rug, and here's the point where I changed the coffee table, because I realized that I didn't really like it. And I added in a flower pot, and I was looking for some more decor to put on there, but I decided that the floral carpet was already kind of busy, so I didn't want to add anything more to overcomplicate things. And I also added in these armchairs just to add a little bit more to the room. And I continued the pattern over, although it does look different because of the fabric that's in the armchairs is different from the fabric that's in the sofa. But I thought I actually kind of liked how it looked like with the difference. And I also added in this blue curtain, which kind of countered the greens in the walls and the sofas, so I really liked how that turned out. And originally I put the bookshelf in that corner, and here I was going to put a dining hutch, but I decided that looked kind of weird, so I ended up changing the bookshelf to in the other corner, and in that corner I just put a plant, as you can see, because the dining hutch was just way too big to fit in that wall. So I just go with two bookshelves over there, and then we're done with the living room, and this hallway area was looking super empty and boring. So I put in a table with like a little flower pot, and I was going to put in two rugs, one of the running rugs and the other just like a regular large rug. But I decided to just stick with the regular large rug because I felt like the running rug was like a little bit too much. And we also added these paintings because it was looking kind of bland on the walls. And while I was looking for dining tables, I came across this this shelf, and I used that to kind of add a little bit more detail, and I also put a planted pot on it as well. And I put in these curtains in the dining room. I really like how the blue looks. I don't know, I thought it looked nice. And I also put in this chandelier. So I was looking for chairs, and I found these ones, and I recolored them to this green color. And if you see that chair in the corner, I was going to keep that, but later I changed it, and you'll see why. But we have that in my house, in my dining room, so I thought it would look kind of nice, and I do like it, but we end up changing it to something even better, so that's why I take it out. And I also added in this like ladder and broom because it was like still looking kind of empty, so I was like, okay, what can I put in there? At this point I was kind of just putting stuff in to take up space, but sometimes you have to do that when you're decorating a house. Not everything can have a purpose, if you know what I mean. So now we're moving on to the kitchen, and I was looking at what kind of countertops I wanted. I definitely knew that I wanted a wood countertop, and I was looking at this refrigerator. And I didn't want like one of those fancy refrigerators at first because I thought it would look kind of out of place and too modern. But we changed it later because I'm sure you guys will notice this too. I just felt like it was like way too much wood going on in one room. So we changed it later. But anyways, yeah, this is the point where we change it. After we add the cabinets, I realize how weird it looks with all that wood going on. So I take it out. And I really like the cabinets though, so I was really struggling to find a fridge that I liked. In the end, I go with this one. I think it's the icebox refrigerator, and it was super hard to find a color that suited it, but in the end, we just go with like a cream color. And we put in an island as well, and I recolored the island, and it glitched out kind of bad, as you can see, and I was trying to fix that, but I couldn't fix it, and there's still a little bit of a glitch, so sorry about that. But I was just adding some decorations, and I decided I wanted to put a black backsplash in, so I did that, and I used this kind of greenish black splash because to kind of counter the blues and the woods in the room, I guess. I thought the green would work nicely. And I'm adding in some more decorations here. And here, also in my kitchen, near the kitchen, we have this little like breakfast room area, and with like a round table and chairs, and it's kind of a less casual dining room, if you know what I mean. And I was looking at what table to use, and I was gonna go with a square table, but I thought it looked kind of weird, and this round table was way too huge, so I ended up going with like a pretty small round table. It wasn't as big as I would have liked it to be, but it still worked. And I was looking for stuff to put on it, and I found these china like pots and pans and stuff. And at that point, we added the dining kitchen. But anyways, I found these china pots and pans and teacups, and I thought those looked so amazing. So that's why I added the dining kitchen, and I added some of the teacups and plates and stuff into the dining kitchen, into the dining room, and I really like how that turned out. I think it looks so cute, and we also added a little bit more decorations here, like a rug, and then we move on to the bedroom, which we will see in a second. But yeah, we're just adding in some more decorations. So this is the last room. I don't know if I'll put this house up for download or not. We will just see how that turns out. But we continue the same theme throughout the bed, obviously, or the bedroom. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too fast. But anyways, I will see you guys soon. Bye.
I'm in a clique, but I want out. It's not the same as when I was punched. In the old days, there wasn't enough. The card games and knees with the bitter soul of blood. I was in, but I want out. My mother's love is choking me. I'm sick of words that hang above my head. What about the kid? It's time.